Hi beautiful twin flames, welcome to Yildiz Readings 5D, a place in which I coach you to move into your ascension path and union. Now please subscribe because we do have the members hub and you do get the up-to-date notifications as to lives. I'm live every Friday at 10 a.m. GMT. And you can find the membership hub, which is a great place to have those private conversations, and I join you twice a month. Very separately on the channel, we connect in with the totems, with signs and synchronicities, and really helping you navigate through the process, which is where I've been. It has been a long path. Now, we do have the website if you're wanting to make a booking. We also have up and coming webinars, so stay tuned and I'll post them in the community tab. And the next one coming up is Aries and Chiron. So if you want to join us, jump on the link directly below. Without further ado, let's get into your element read for your twin flame path. And I guide you as well as come through and join us on Fridays. Okay, we're here to do the earth sign twin flames. And we're going to talk about it first from the element of the earth sign masculines. Now, I'm feeling as though these individuals are going through a huge shift, and it is a real questioning of faith, which does make sense. Astrologically, they're both Mars and Jupiter, and the way the cards have fallen out, I had the Abraham cards fall on the floor, and it just feels there's things they're having to let go of very quickly. Now, I do feel they've really had in the last few weeks a lot of spiritual thoughts to do with you. So if they have been entering your dream state, you have been weighing very heavy on their mind, and they are trying to map out how they're going to be with you and what they would need to do to shift that. I feel even though they haven't communicated with you, they're kind of questioning if you have lost faith in them because they haven't reached out. So they are thinking about this quite a bit, but they are thinking about you quite a bit due to that. And I do feel they're trying to tame themselves. And the taming is coming through very similar to where, some pockets of divine feminines were many moons ago, where there was the telephone calls, you were calling and you were, the pursuing energy. And I feel they're almost having this experience where they can't stop thinking about you. Your name is popping up in their head. They're having issues with sleep, issues with work, issues with karmic energies. And this calling for their soul is really speaking to them that they feel you would understand such. But from a very 3D notion, they're going into that questioning, and is that appropriate for me to expect such? So this push-pull is really making them question their sanity. So they are feeling a little bit insane in the membrane at this point. I do feel with the karmic energy in the past, they really were feeling as though this person was there for a financial circumstance. And I do feel that, either in their side of the fence or the others, there was something relating to money and abandonment. I feel this goes all the way back to childhood, though. I do feel this is in relation to potentially a relative. I don't know why it's coming up like that, but it is. For some, this could be an individual message for one particular twin, but it does appear to be, really having to work hard to have what they had, really being quite protective of who they are. But I don't feel that they're resonating with their employment sector at the moment the way they used to. And I do feel even spiritually they felt that they sold themselves short, both in the element of love and career. I do feel surrounding you, divine feminines, it's almost, they're making reference to a family member. They did feel as though there were circumstances playing out. They had a viewpoint and a vantage point they were looking at, and they felt that they didn't want to step on anyone's toes. This may have been relating to your family, but and this sounds terrible, but they have been watching you. They've been watching, they've been interconnecting, and they have noticed change in you. I do feel that they're fearing that you may move on with somebody else, but they also know that through this process you've actually gained a lot of self-esteem, and that you really have been through the bushes backwards. So it's not like you want to cause any more drama towards yourself. So they're looking at it both practically and psychologically. At times, I feel as though they're looking at the connection with you. They would understand why you would actually break that pattern with them and why you would not want to repeat that cycle. And also why, for some of you, why you've chosen to, and the things we do through the path, we go through these processes. Some of us will block, some of us will, really ghost and not reciprocate or be very, standoffish. And they're seeing that, they're understanding that. They also feel they don't want to bring that drama towards you. And they do feel that you're in your high priestess energy. And although you do it with grace, they are sort of making mention of you not really enjoying that element. It's you have to do what you have to do. I feel some of them are feeling as though you don't need them. But again, their sleeping is really being disrupted at the moment. I do feel the casting a critical eye on some of the things you said or felt towards the way this was progressing. Some of you may have had contact most recently. The person's tried to call and you haven't reciprocated, you haven't responded right away. I do feel for some reason, and that this keeps coming through, it feels as though there's a text message lost, kind of stuck. And I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde, but it's almost like it's in an inbox or it's, in their phone and they were out of credit and it didn't go through. But there's a message coming, it's delayed, but it's like coming. That's really weird. Tell me how it lands. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it physically stuck. It's a bit like, you got to open your phone and it's there and you're like, I swear I sent that. Why hasn't that gone? There's something coming through, but I don't think initially they intended to send it. And I do feel they're kind of a bit like they're not pushing the point. Whatever this is, they're not pushing the point because they're trying to see how this goes. But they are looking at it like the demeanor or how you are right now is due to some situations that happened in the past with them. That's how they're seeing it. There is an overwhelming energy that they do feel the pressure that there is a certain way they need to come. Okay? And it's almost like you've given them the resume. They know what has to happen. And that has it's not that that's inappropriate or that is not fair enough. That's the way they're saying it. But challenging those self-beliefs, right, that they had previously as to why they chose certain paths, why they did certain things. This is really coming back for them to view it. So it does feel they're on the rewind button temporarily with Jupiter and Pisces. And they're looking at their previous actions inside the connection to bring this to where it is currently. I do feel some of them are feeling you will move on with somebody else, but they're having to approach you in a different way, regardless of whether they have or haven't changed. I feel both with the memory and the history that you both have, as well as with whatever had been said, because they're saying had been said. It does appear to be something to do with people's expectations. Now, this might have been if they were in a karmic relationship and, they were requesting you or dragging you into a situation. It doesn't mean, that necessarily it's at an intimate level or it's at... But that's the way they're saying it. They feel they dragged you into a circumstance. I do feel at the moment if they were in a karmic connection, I do feel they're not now. I do feel they're actually quite tempted by you, but they also know that won't bode good for the future or, for the current situation. And that's the pressure. It's like having to physically trust the process and choose. But there has been some challenges in their previous choices and they're seeing the writing on the wall. I do feel with you, they're literally feeling that they really do need to come correct. But their fear is while they're doing this, they're embodying, like I said, it's like the roles are swapped. They're literally feeling that the same crap's going to happen to them. So they're fearing their instincts, but they're learning how to do such. And, Mars and Leo was helping them gain that self-esteem. looking at what they have and not moving into lack mentality and actually proceeding forward. And I do feel they physically want to see you. I do feel they're physically coming to see you with the third eye. They're wanting to see you, even if they don't know what the outcome's going to be. Now, we will get into the extension and dig deep and see how they're going to directly relate to you. If you do want to come and join us, come through. The link directly below is there, and come join us for the webinars. Otherwise, I'll see you on Friday. Stay tuned for the snippet. I really didn't see this coming, and I feel this is the demeanour you're going to take on when this all plays out. Now, this person's more ready than you ever thought before, but how will they directly implement it? They're on their way to your door. Come and see how this is going to play out. Otherwise, I'll see you live on Friday every week. Thanks for joining Yildiz Readings 5D. If you do want to come through and get the extension, it is in the Members Hub, and the extensions are at the top level. At the bottom level, the first level, we have the Twin Flame coaching twice a month. The second level, we have all the content pre-released, and the top level, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, you get the extension. So yes, there's heaps to come. And on the website at the moment, we have webinars. We're going to be having the Lionsgate portal, Aries and Chiron, Juno moving direct, which will impact the Twin Flame path, and I do have specials up. So come through, subscribe and join, or I will see you live every Friday. Take care, guys.